God, I remember Pandemic. Hey guys, it's Shaun here for the first weekend one-off of Star Wars month with the legend, the myth, the best-selling Star Wars game of its time. Like, until the sequel came out, Star Wars Battlefront was the best-selling Star Wars game. Let's have some fun, shall we? Let's play some of the Galactic Civil War because it's fun. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Let's skip that because we're going to have enough problems with stuff that is going to get the copyright hit in this wonderful month. Rebel Cell and Tatooine Sand People are hindering our search for the missing droids. Okay, so this is supposed to be set during episode 4. I know how to play this game, thank you. I love this loading screen. And I was a little disappointed they didn't bring this back in Battlefront 2. Okay, so we have green are our bases, red are the enemy bases, yellow are
our reinforcements are being depleted.
Native bases. So this is something that Battlefront 2 didn't have. The ability... that camera is very close. Can I change that? Just third or first, alright. Turn that down so we can hear it, but not too much. Okay. So in... Battlefront 2... you can't. There are no air vehicles on the ground maps. You only get ships in the space maps. Not so in the first game, and it's one of the things that I do kind of prefer about the first game, that you have the option. But like Battlefront, oh, this was such a cool thing for me when I finally got this. Because it was the first time I got to play as the Empire, and I thought that was really cool. Okay, that's good. And it's a simple enough game. At the time it came out, it's basically Battlefield. Like, the time it came out, it was basically... Oh god, I forgot you can go prone in the first game. At the time it came out, it was basically Battlefield. Works very much the same way, just Star Wars. Which isn't a bad idea. And quite a few actually really fun Star Wars games were basically just X but Star Wars. And it's probably kind of... It's probably kind of ironic that when EA got the Star Wars license from Disney, and they put DICE, the actual developers of Battlefield, to develop Battlefront, it's probably kind of ironic that they didn't do it as well as Pandemic, when Pandemic were just creating Star Wars Battlefield anyway. But then maybe it's a problem with the time. One thing I do really love about the first game, and you don't see it so much in the second or in EA's versions, you end up with a lot of characters on the maps, and specific spots end up being these really chaotic firefights. There's a map in particular, Bespin Platforms, where it's basically a race to get the command post and the sensor. And whoever gets the command post in the centre first, that determines where most of the fighting in that level is going to go on. And like, we'll do this mission and we'll quit and take a look at Bespin Platforms in instant action. Because like, this is basically your story mode, but it's a story mode in the same way that Unreal Tournament has a story mode, in that it's really just playing on the maps with bots. and every now and then there's some kind of caveat to it. So Battlefront 2 did actually have a proper story mode with unique stuff happening in it and the story focused around it, and it was really good. Okay, if I can get that vehicle... No! That's a lot of dudes. Okay, let me see about getting a vehicle. There's a TIE fighter, but I don't want that. I want a ground-based vehicle.
We've captured a command post.
Well, that's worrying. Does this game have the hacking? I forget if that was in this game or if Battlefront 2 added that. Because the Imperial pilots have the fusion core, which will repair vehicles and turrets and stuff. But in one of the games, possibly both, I forget, you can use it on a vehicle that an enemy is in, and that will let you hack it, and if you get to 100%, it kicks the enemy out. God, this weapon is garbage. You should never be a pilot on foot. Use the blaster pistol.
We've lost a command post.
Oh, we're winning at least.
Victory is imminent. We've captured a command post.
Alright. This game is kind of rough, actually. Like the second one, big improvement. But we'll get to Battlefront 2 for Star Wars month, you bet we will. Okay, there's a dude with a vehicle over there. It's an ATST. And the reason I'm playing as a pilot specifically is pilots will automatically repair vehicles that they're in this game. They do it in Battlefront 2 as well, but it's a perk you unlock in Battlefront 2. Okay, come here, dude. Dude, come on. Get here. I need help you out in the ATST. It's a two-person thing anyway. There we go. Oh wow, there's 3 ATSTs. I like that you can have 2 people in specific vehicles to really boost the firepower of them. There we go. Take care of that. Oh, the Sarlacc pit. I forgot that's in this map. If you get too close to it, it'll grab you with its tentacles. Are you gonna grab that guy? Yes, it is. And now he's dead. That's something that was missing from Battlefront 2 as well. Environment details like that. And like Battlefront 2 is the better game, make no mistake. But Battlefront 1 just had a bunch of really neat details that weren't in the sequel. Wow, really turned the music down there, didn't I? Okay. Yeah, why not? We'll save. Okay, skip that, definitely. Siege of Mos Eisley. But let's go to instant action and play on best bin platforms. We'll do the Clone Wars because we just did Galactic Civil War. Okay, so we'll play as the Republic. Now, the center platform, whoever gets to this first and captures it, the other team, whoever gets to this center platform first and captures it, the majority of the firefight will go on in one of these 2 corridors, and it is seriously chaotic. And I'm going to need some dudes backing me up here, because this is going to get nasty.
Captured a command post.
So if we can hold this long enough for enough people to get here, the majority of the battle in this level is going to take place. God, I hate droidicas. Well, that's that. They're probably going to take the command post. Which means the fight is probably going to go on in this corridor. This level didn't come back in the sequel, and it disappoints me because it's one of my favourite maps. They take him out. Ah, super battle droids. They're a cool design. God, I hate droidicas. Like, there's basically nothing we can do until the shields drop. They balance it by being... Oh no. I could have had that if I didn't have to reload. They balance it with the issue they have of... When their shields are down, they can't take damage. Like, they'll go down so quick. You'll really grow to hate thermal detonators in this map. Damn it. And so this is going to be the majority of this level. But there is another option we can use. We take the gunship. And we can have a bunch of people in this. Like, it's got 5 seats, including the pilot's seat.
Mount up.
The issue is getting 4 other people in.
Mount up. Get aboard. Mount up. Get aboard.
What's that ship over there? Oh, it's a Jedi Starfighter. So let's go get in that instead. They replaced this with the Jedi Starfighter from Episode 3 in the sequel. Ah, the dogfighting. Not as over-the-top exciting as it is in the DICE Battlefront games, but, you know, it's pretty fun.
You're leaving the battlefield.
Alright, so what we're going to do now is head over here and try and take some of this. You gotta be careful not to get out at the wrong time, because I think you can get out of the ship before it lands. But if your character ends up under the ship when it lands, that's instant death. There are Jedi in this game. They function as heroes. Each faction has 1 Jedi. The Republic has Mace Windu. The Confederacy has Count Dooku. The Empire has Darth Vader, and the Rebellion has Luke Skywalker. And you only really see them in Galactic Conquest. They're basically invincible. They're not actually invincible, but they're almost invincible. And killing one can be a real challenge. And the simplest way to do it, and the way a lot of magazines at the time would tell you to do it, was to land a ship on them. You know, just hope you're on a map that has one. That has a ship you can land on them. Alright, so let's go try this out. Nice, got that before it put its shields up. Oh, that's not good.
We've lost the command post.
This is a pretty balanced fight so far. Okay, let's see what we're getting here. Okay, nobody for the minute. If we can take this command post and then pincer them in at the centre, we could do really well. Oh, I just heard a droidica. I'm sure I did. There it is. shields to drop. There we go. Does that even do anything? Damn it! Oh, that was close. Can't see that. No. God, I despise droidicas. So let's try and push through the center again.
Enemy forces have captured a command post.
Like I say, this, whichever side captures the center first, the next corridor, the one that they're trying to push forward into, becomes the
Enemy forces have captured a command
stage of like the majority of the firefight. And it gets really chaotic, and nothing. I've never seen anything in the sequel or in any of the EA Battlefront games that really compares to just this corridor.
We've captured a command post.
Okay, we got it. Can we hold it this time? Okay, that was my last grenade. Oh boy. Well, looks like we have enough people to probably hold this. Damn it.
We've lost the command post.
Wow, this is getting really, really crazy. Come on. I want this center point.
We've captured a command post.
And we need some more dudes to spawn in. So what we have, two kind of pickups here. This one here is an ammo pickup. Walking over it will refill any lost ammo you have, and it will refill all of it at once. That's how we got grenades back. The other one, the blue canister, is a Bacta canister. It is a heal. Bacta is a healing substance in a lot of Star Wars media. They're really pushing forward. Yeah, take that droidica out. Oh boy. Damn. Let me see what we can get.
We've lost the command post.
Yeah, no, the standard clone troop is just going to be the preferred for me here. Like, the sequel would add another class that could be pretty useful, the Clone Commander, who has a chain gun, which would be pretty helpful. Have something with a little more firepower. It has its downsides to compensate, but you know, the heavier firepower right now would be pretty useful.
We've captured a command post. Target located.
Yeah, I think this is our game now. So the AI can be really stupid sometimes, like the way that droidica just sat there with its shields down. Like, the droidica can't put its shields out while it's in its ball form. In its ball form, it's like the fastest unit. And then it comes out of its ball form, and until it's fully deployed, it can't pull its shield out. But then once it is, the smart thing to do is to immediately pull the shield out. It's a very risky unit to use, because all it takes is a few shots and then that's it, done. They're dead. Somebody's shooting over here. There it is. And I think that's it. There's one more unit. I like Star Wars Battlefront. This was a game I played a lot of this when I got it. It was a lot of fun. And I was super psyched to get the sequel when it came out. It was a while after it came out that I got it. Something's shooting me.
I need cover fire.
Why are you shooting me?
Get down.
I guess I'll never know. But, yeah, that's Star Wars Battlefront. That's basically it. It's a fun game to play in multiplayer. Battlefront 2 is better. But the first one has a bunch of stuff I do prefer in specific points. And that's it for the first weekend one of Star Wars month. I'll catch you tomorrow for another one.